Hello, hello, hello. This is Rich Kale here on YouTube. Rich Gen X elsewhere, and it's time to return to Quest for Glory 3, Wages of War. So, when we left off, as I get my book, book. Spell of Juggling Lights. So, it's time to slip into bed. Well, what's the time? Of course. Looks like we gotta kill a little time before we can rest up. Let's see, yeah, that's for, Laws of Tarna, yep. So we looked at all that. Now let's check the time. Let's just step outside for a moment. Up! It's getting dark out there. Yep, hold on a second. Okay, yeah, it's getting dark, so let's head in. Look at that. So we'll just rest, sleep till morning. Kind of pretty, though. You awaken as the sun begins to rise. Nice. Alright, well, let's just have a little brekkies. The silly clowns are gone. Good day, friend of paladins and kings. How best may I serve you? You have a meal from my own family's recipes. It is honey, goat eyes with almonds and rice. It is one of my favorites. Ah, goat's eye are delicacies. Okay. Okay, yep. You should visit the apothecary before you leave the city again. He who walks far. He may be able to sell you something you need. Yeah. Okay. The apothecary nearby. Yep, I know that. Okay. Order a meal. Your meal right out. I'd flirt with her, but I don't think that'll be needed. Here is your feast. May it please you. Yes, sorry, he who travels far, but I cannot accept the strange coin. Oh yeah, we gotta still get to the money changer. Yeah, we gotta get to the money changer. Enjoy your meal. It's very tasty, even if it was a bit strange. Okay. Alright. So, got a moose head there. Okay. Ah. Elderly but distinguished looking man wearing a turban. Okay. Let's see this. Narak said, Effendi, good day. I am the money changer, the Hab Khalis. Do you wish to exchange some foreign coin for the money of Tarna? Yes. Yes. You have 200 dinar. Let's exchange to royals. Karakanaka minimum Effendi. Many thanks. Okay, so now what do I have? I have 180 royals. He must have taken a share for himself. Okay, well, then we don't have any centiers. Okay, well, let's just talk to him. Money. The gold coin of Tarna is called royal. The brass coin is called a common. These are the coins of the realm. Okay. Royals. A royal is the worth of a dinar of Shapir. Yeah, well, you took some money from me. Commons. There are 100 commons in one royal. Ah, so it's a exchange. I will trade foreign money for the money of Tarna. For this, I must charge a fee of 10% of the amount exchanged. I also will trade 100 commons for one royal. Ah, okay. Okay, that makes sense then. Rumors. My wife has told me that her friend has said that she heard about somebody who saw someone with eyes that glowed red at night. I see. Money changer. I am well, and my daughter has recently gifted me with my first grandsons. So I am happy also. Oh, good for you. How about Shapir? Well, let's greet him. Greet the money changer. May you have a good day as well, Effendi. Tell about Shapir. Oh. It is good to hear such news of Shapir. My family and I moved here many years ago from Risir. Ah. Alright. Say goodbye to my changer. May you fare well, Effendi. Okay, what do we got here? This man looks a bit like Amenhotep from The Mummy. Skin rugs. Okay, let's talk with this guy. Hujumbo Boana. Okay. Greet the leather worker. Missouri Boana. I have many animal hides and leather items for sale, as you could see. Price. The price I charge will depend on the item. Makes sense. Rumors? I do not gossip, Boana. Oh. Well, how about leather? I make things from leather. Okay. Okay. Alright, let's make a purchase. 200 commons. Cost you 200 commons. Let's see, can I bargain? Your offer. I'm gonna go down to 190. It is good. Okay. You pay for it and put it away in your pack. Okay. Fruit seller sits patiently on his carpet as he tries to sell fruit. Okay. Bananas, papayas, and pomegranates for sale? Will you not buy some fruit to fill your hunger for traveler? That's about the fruit. What fruit do you desire? All that you could ever wish I have here. Pineapples, papayas, passion fruit, coconuts and limes, bananas, dates, and oranges. Purchase and eat at your heart's delight. Oh. Price. The price of the fruit is a mere pittance compared to the pleasure the fruit gives. You may have 6 of the fruits of your choice, but for 50 commons. Oh, that's not too bad. Rumors. I have heard tell from those who bring me fruit from the jungle that strange monsters now roam near the waterfall. Monsters even stranger than you can imagine. Oh, that's nice to know. Fruit merchant. Alas, I am but a poor man today, for no one has had the pleasure of buying my fruit. Oh. I will greet him. Ah, said Effendi, may you have a fruitful day. Let's buy a fruit. Mixed fruit. A thousand thanks, and may you enjoy each delicious bite of your purchase. You pay for it and put away in your pack. Okay. Okay. Well then. May your days be filled with the sweetness of fruit, Effendi. Okay. Alright. Let's head back down to the Central Plaza. Variety of salad oils. Oh. Ah, I see that you are in need of a new weapon. I have one just right for you. Here is the finest of daggers. It too is made of Damascus steel. It too is sharper than a serpent's tooth. It is small enough to be concealed up your sleeve, to be ready when when your foe least expects it. I have, without a doubt, the best weapons for sale in all of Tarna. If you will be needing a weapon, I am the man you should seek. Come take a look and buy what you like. Okay, well, I will do that later. Man, he just... Golden sunshine and the essence of flowers distilled for your pleasure, Effendi. Interesting. And I want to talk to you. Ask about honey. This honey is taken from the hives of wild bees, Effendi. My men travel all around the savannah watching for the honey bird to guide them to a hive. They stun the bees with smoke and take the honey. I strain it and bottle it and sell the work of 5 men for only 80 commons. Oh, that's not a bad deal. Oh. Bees. The wild bees nest near the tops of trees. They are very dangerous, for they will easily sting a man to death. Honey bird. The honey bird loves honey, Effendi. He tries to get people in the savannah to follow him to a hive. There he will wait for the person to rob the hive and leave the honey bird a gift of honey. When the person is gone, the honey bird flies down and eats the sticky golden honey. A most useful and cunning little bird is the honey bird, Effendi. Oh, well, that's interesting. Okay, bazaar. The bazaar is the only place in Tarna where you can buy my fine honey. Oh, well, that's good to know. Rumors. The wild bees of the jungle near the great waterfall are abandoning their hives and flying off. This is a very bad sign, Effendi. Yeah. Oh, it is a most delightful day. Is it not, Effendi? Well, let's see. Greet. Greet the honey seller. Good day, Effendi. Good day indeed. Okay. Well, let's buy some honey. I don't want to bargain for... You are most generous and kind. Okay, so now we have some... Well, he did say about a dagger, and I guess I better get it. Weapons. I have weapons of all types. Look around. Whatever interests you, I will be most overjoyed to sell you. Yeah, spears. I have many spears to offer you. The standard spear is a most trusty weapon and can be very useful for hunting. I also have a fine spear for those special occasions like formal weddings and ritual monster killings. Okay, daggers. I have two types of daggers to fill the need of the most expert dagger user. I have throwing daggers for damage at a distance, perfectly balanced and sharpened. They are made by the Amanra tribe. I also have very fine daggers for when combat gets too close for comfort. Okay, bows. I have a strong bow handmade by the Lara tribe. I can make you a good deal on a Lara bow and the dagger of Amun-Ra. If that isn't a plug. Arrows. I have some Conquest brand arrows in stock. Unfortunately, they are only for the longbow. Another one. Have you ever seen a lovelier sword? So delicately balanced, so smooth and fine. This is a weapon for heroes. Oh, yeah. Bazaar. This is the finest place to be in all Tarna. You can buy anything you need in the Grand Bazaar of Tarna. Rumors. I have heard talk that Tarna will soon go to war. This is very good news for my business. Of course. Missouri, my friend. Business has been very good with all the talk of war. Uh-huh. Greet him. Greet the weapon, sir. Welcome. Welcome. What weapon can I sell you today? Okay, let's... wonder if I can bargain. I'll make an offer for 11. I would be losing money than I would earn for such a price, my friend. Make me another offer. Try 13. I will starve at such a price. However, since you are such a most excellent customer, I will listen to your next offer. Well, let's try if we can... It grieves my heart that you think my weapons are of such little... Reconsider. Okay. So be it. You have bargained beyond my skills. I am overwhelmed. The deal is now yours. Well, I tried to get it at a cheaper price. I didn't want to... Okay. Of the newly used Emporium. Okay. Okay. Now, we won't need to get a, quote. You see a genuine imitation papier-mâché moose head, courtesy of the Recycled Props Department of Sierra Online. Doesn't say much. Well, let's talk to the gentleman here. Hello, young man. You look like you could use some of the mostly new items, says Sanford. These items aren't new, you know that. I didn't say they were new, dummy. I said they were mostly new. In the world of sales, you gotta to learn to accentuate the positive. In other words, lie. I didn't say that. You want to blow this sale? You just listen and keep your mouth shut. As I was saying, we have the finest selection of mostly new items in the land of Tarna. What can I sell you? Looks like, look at this stuff. You ever see anywhere any better partially used items anywhere? I thought you were calling it mostly new. Will you just get out of here and let me handle this, dummy? Alright. Look at this stuff. You ever, yeah? I thought, okay, yeah. It doesn't say much. Merchandise. Just look around. Have you ever, such quality used items gathered anywhere? Everyone is guaranteed an anachronism. Pop, don't you mean antique? I know what I mean. You keep out of this. As I was saying, they are all real antiques that you won't be able to buy anywhere else, so get them here. If you're looking for the bazaar, you'll come to the right place. If you'll have money, then you are talking to the right man. I know I got something you need somewhere. Rumors. There's talk about some old Minotaur king coming back to talk about peace. I know. I came with them. Junk dealers. I've been feeling very poorly lately, neighbor. And soon we'll be going to that great junkyard in the sky. Pop, you aren't going to die. Well, you will, dummy, if you don't shut up. Pop. As I was saying, friend, could you see fit to make an old man's last days happy by buying something? Greet the junk dealers. Hello. What can we sell you today? You know, he's gonna probably mention about Elizabeth, or let me see what your junk, tinderbox. So it's 2 royals for the tinderbox. Well, sorry, I don't think nothing for today. Enough already. You say goodbye to the junk dealers. Don't bother to come back unless you want to buy something. Hey, Pop, that's being rude. Stranger, come back and chat anytime. As long as you have money to spend, come and chat. All right. Learning about the bazaar. So here we are at the bazaar. Let me check the time. Still early in the day. That's good. Alright, well, let's see. On some boxes, you can see some clean, fresh fish. You can also see some dried fish for traveling rations. Oh. Fresh fish? Good day, Effendi. Would you not like some fresh fish for supper? Fish. Ah, you like fish? Very fine fresh fish have I. Fresh fish from the river are one royal, but if you do not cook them fast, they will not be fresh. However, one who does much traveling, a hero as yourself, may need a fish that is always fine and tasty, if a little chewy. Maybe you'd like some dried fish for 50 commons, perhaps, Effendi. Well, consider it. You like the bazaar, Effendi? It is a good place to be meeting with people. It is a very good place to buy my fresh fish, Effendi. Rumors that people who live on the river are very much frightened when they go near the waterfall. I have been hearing much talk of strange monsters. Ah. All right, mostly am I, but my sister is not very happy. Find me a rich husband, says my sister. I do not know any rich men, says I. Will you be looking for a good wife, Effendi? My sister is really very nice. Well, I don't have to buy fish, I don't think. I'll say greet and... Hello, Effendi. Nice day. You feeling hungry? Maybe? Fresh fish? Alright, well, now I did that, and we'll say goodbye. Come back. Bye-bye, Effendi. Come back soon. Okay. Alright. What's this? She reminds you of your grandmother. Beads? Beads? Very fine beads? Beads? Very good beads. Very pretty, Effendi. You buy pretty beads? Bazaar? Bazaar? Mafafish, Effendi. Rumors? Rumors, Mafatish, Effendi. Bead maker? Very good beads, Effendi. Very pretty. Yes, that's about the only thing she can do. So, let's, we'll greet her. You'll greet the bead maker. Effendi. Yes, I can't read what she says, but buy beads. I am not gonna bargain. Good. You pay for okay. Okay. See, I don't need a rope. 1,000 greetings, Effendi. Do you need to climb something? A rope can be most handy. Yeah, but I don't think I need it. I hear a drum. You see a cat-like creature known as a kata from the land of Shbir. He has a friendly face and gentle eyes. Drummer looks like he really enjoys his music. Let me go down here first. Think again. He smiles and shakes his head. He doesn't seem to know your language. The drummer smiles as you give him 10 commons. Okay. Well, I bet this is, Say hello to the kata. It is a pleasure to speak with you. with you always. Can you tell about your adventures in Japan? It is such a pleasure to hear news of my homeland. I cannot express my happiness from your story. Good day, Effendi. Let's talk. Carvings. From the beautiful woods of the jungles of Tarna, I carve the wild animals which roam this land. Oh. Thank you for the kindness of asking about me. I am feeling rather homesick for news from Shapir right now. Well, I already gave you that news. The bazaar. The bazaar is a very friendly place to be with so many talented people with which to deal. Rumors. I have been told by my friend Sharaka Darash that a great Linotaur paladin has returned to Tarna with you. My friend says that Rakesh Shah Tarna was the greatest ruler Tarna has ever had. You walk with a true hero, my friend. Nice. You wear the gift of the kata, my friend. The magic of the sapphire pin will always reveal that you are the kata's hero, and always hide from the sight of an enemy. Yep, I know. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna just check the time. Oh, look at how the sun's gotten. All right, let's talk about purchasing a carving. Oh, let's tell about Shima. You tell about your friendship with Shima and how she cared for you while you stayed at her inn. My Aunt Shima was always so sweet to me as she was with you, that it is so good to think of her again. Okay, let's see. Is it? Okay, so we did that part. So now let's buy a carving. You decide to purchase the carved leopard from the kata. I'm not gonna bargain. Thank you so much for this purchase. I hope you will be pleased with it. Oh, I wasn't gonna bargain for it, to be honest. Okay. I don't know how. The creature is some sort of humanoid canine. His clothes are neat and clean, if a bit hairy. But he has the unfortunate tendency to drool a bit as he pants. Hello, master, hello. May this mangy cart be of service to you. May I have the pleasure of selling some tasty meat to you? I'll greet him. Oh, hello, master, hello. Okay. Okay, I want to talk. Ask about meat. Meat? You want to know about my meat? You actually want to know about my meat? How wonderful, how glorious. You are asking me, miserable mongrel of a meat merchant, me about my meat. Yes, this is the meat for you. It's the flesh for a pharaoh, meat made for monarchs, the sustenance of sultans. We have rump roast of rhino, withers of wildebeest, and aged ankle of antelope. There's the stew of the gnu and the zebu too. There's fillet of frog and foot of warthog, the tongue of a tapir, done in by a rapier. I have the brain of a baboon, the lungs of a loon, the heart of a hippopotamus, and the pancreas of a platypus. Choose from cold cuts of camel, sliced livers of sloth, my choice chops of cheetah, or bushbucks on the broth. Care for elephant fritters or porcupine pie, an ounce of fresh ostrich or bandicoot thigh? They're all to be eaten if only you'll buy. But if you won't buy them, I swear that I'll cry. Okay. more about me. Oh, God. Second thought, you'd rather not know. Bazaar. You wish to ask me, the old dog of Tarna? The dog of Tarna about the bazaar? I am honored and overjoyed. I am overwhelmed and underpaid. I am piddling at your feet with pride. You ask me about the bazaar? This is the bazaar. Okay. Rumors. Oh, generous and gracious master, a secret I have found for you. It was buried deep as a bone, but I undug it for you. It ran like a rabbit, but I chased it for you. Listen, O master, and you shall hear the most wondrous news I've heard this year. Yes, this is truly wondrous news. It is said that the Cubs would have won the World Series. Uh, well, yeah, they finally did a year or so ago, I think. Meat seller. Master, again, I thrilled to the fact that you wish to know about Calb. Good old Calb, faithful Calb, gentle Calb. Never once have I been tempted to eat this yummy, tasty, chewy, nose-tingling, mouth-watering, blood-encrusted meat which surrounds me, although I do tend to drool a lot over it. Nor have I ever given in to the darker, deeper wolfish instincts and chased that fuzzy, furry, feline descendant of a cat which has a stand next to mine up the nearest baobab tree, although he does twitch his tail as he walks. I have always been a very good Kolb, except for the time I bit the oil merchant. He probably deserved it. Okay. Alright, this man looks slightly disreputable and untrustworthy. This woman looks attractive, but she has a haughty expression. Yeah, hate the she's a Karen. Now let's head back to the apothecary. Yeah. Don't want them for supper, no. Okay. Okay, this was the apothecary. Yes, this is where I want to go. Oh, I'm so glad to see you again. I've thought about Julinar constantly since you told me about her. Is there anything else you remember about her? Let's see. You tell how you gave the gift of kindness, magic, and love to Julinar, and how she gave you the magic fruits. How absolutely extraordinary. Now I know just what my dreams mean. This is incredible. Thanks. Okay. Now let's check what we have here. 5 poison cure pills. 6 healing pills. 12 healing pills. Mana pills. Okay, but no figure pills? Alright, well, let's see. Let's take purchases. Oh. Alright, I guess I'm good then. Alright. I don't need to get anything there. Alright. Huh. Hey guys, I want to check out the savannah. Let's see, that's levitate, dazzle, fetch, flame, calm, force bolt. Okay. Okay. You are looking at the Tarna and vicinity map that came with your famous explorer's correspondence course guide to East Fricana. You don't want to be late for your meeting tomorrow. You head for your room so that you will be well rested. Oh, shit. I didn't get to do that. You get up just in time for your meeting and quickly head to the Hall of Judgment. So I'm gonna have to do all that at a later time. Or actually, what I'm gonna do. Okay. Let's try this again. Okay. Uh-oh, I've attracted some attention. Uh-oh, that's a big-ass ant. Okay, that didn't work. What do we got here? We are not having much luck finding these meerkat things, or meerbat. Okay. Okay, it did something there. I don't know what. Or wait. Let's pause time here. Pile of boulders. Okay. Uh. Okay. I'm gonna have to look this one up. Yeah, well, that's not... Okay. Okay. Let's see if I can find the right spot. Of course. Okay, well, that don't help me none. Okay. Don't tell me. Alright, I'll just have to come back to that. Alright, so we didn't get that done. So we just have to come back to that. Probably spent too much time talking with people. Alright. Get up just in time for your meeting and quickly head to the Hall of Judgment. 2 months ago, the Sabani requested that we aid them in their war against the Leopard Men. decision of this council to send emissaries to the Leopard Men to determine their grievances. The peace mission was ambushed at night by creatures or beings unknown. Evidence and the account of the sole survivor of the ambush, Khatib Makaram, indicate the Leopard Men. A warrior of Tarna, Rishaka Dar Krishna, was discovered missing from the bodies of the emissaries. Signs and scent indicate some sort of struggle, and then all traces of Rishaka was lost. Rishaka Dar Krishna is presumed to be dead or else a prisoner of the Leopard Men. It is our duty to seek revenge upon the Leopard Men for those who are lost. The Linatars have no business involving themselves in the deeds of human. The peace mission should never have occurred. It is the duty of all those in Tarna to care for her people, and the humans are as much the people of Tarna as the Linatars. The warriors of Tarna desire revenge and the right to gain honor through battle. There is no honor in war, warrior of Tarna. There is only death. My magic indicates that there are signs of demonic activity. If demons are involved, it is they who are the enemy, not the Leopard Men. Council of Judgment, I, Rakesh Satarna, stand before you. I swear by my honor to prevent the war and to bring peace to all of Tarna. Or to all Tarna. Rakesh Satarna has sworn by his honor to bring peace to Tarna. If he fails, he shall be deemed honorless and shall be banished from Tarna forever. Do you, Prince of Shapir, also swear by your honor to bring peace? I do. The council will respect the honor of Rakesh Satarna and allow him to fulfill his oath. King Raja orders Rakesh and the Prince of Shapir to meet with him in his chambers immediately. Raja Sartana, I stand before you. Rakesh Satarna, you stand before me in honor. Yep. Okay. I'm going to have to pause. So we'll have to come back to get those vines. Are you besought by humans that you pledge your honor for them? What is the name, in the name of Sekhmet, do you think you are doing? I have always pledged my honor to save lives, my lord. You human, do you understand what it means to pledge honor? Talk about honor. When I want a lecture upon honor from you, I will ask for it, human. You did ask him, Raja, after all. When I want your comments, Rakesh, I shall ask for them. Rakesh, you and I have disagreed on many things, but I have always cared for you as my brother. I care greatly for you, Raja, and respect you as well. However, if I feel that Tarna must go to war, it shall go to war. Even though I must strip you of all honor, Rakesh, Tarna will go to war. I only request that you wait until my friend here and I have done all we can to prevent this war. I will wait, but do not take too long. If the Simbani march against the Leopard Men, I intend that Tarna shall aid them. You human, do you have anything further to say? No. I think it's wise I don't say anything. By the claws of Sekhmet, Rakesh. How can you stand such an idiot? He is a man of few words and great deeds, my lord. Rakesh, I cannot understand why you risk your honor and your life for humans. You could stay here in Tarna as my advisor or lead my armies as commander. To risk everything for peace is beyond my understanding. This This is an old argument between us, Raja, mother's son. Must we fight in front of my friend? Human, leave us now. I will meet you just outside the gates of Tarna. Then we will go to the Simbani village together. You now leave to meet Rakesh again outside the city gates. It feels very good to be back in my homeland, my friend. This is the savanna, the high grasslands that teem with animals. There are few animals which will bother a traveler here. The zebras and other herd animals will avoid you. Even the tigers will seek other prey. Yeah? However, there are things that are not quite animals. They have little fear of humans and may attack. The field guide to Eastern Fricana will help you, so study it well. I will be using my skills as a paladin to avoid danger. As a paladin becomes more in tune with the essential rightness of the universe, he gains certain new abilities, such as healing. The more good one does, the more good things one can do. Well, I have been a paladin for a long time now, ever since the demons last invaded this land. We must prevent this war between people and drive any demons back to the world from which they came. Agreed. I must warn you about the Simbani, my friend. They are very brave warriors and honorable friends, but they greatly dislike, even fear, the use of magic. Uh-oh. It's getting dark, and this looks like a good place to camp for the night. It is always best to have a campfire at night. It drives off many things. If you don't yet own a tinderbox, I would advise you to purchase one when you return to Tarna. He starts a fire and you share some of the food he brought with him. Then you both lie down to sleep. Good morning, my friend. Let's continue our journey to the Simbani village. It would be best if you do not mention your skills at magic, nor cast any spells within the walls of the village. Good idea. I think that part of the reason they dislike the leopard men and seek this war is because the leopard men use magic. The leopard men respect users of magic. Perhaps you could gain their trust with your skills and help convince them of the serious consequences of this senseless war. Possibly. The Simbani have been friends and allies with my people for a long time, but I have not dealt with the leopard men before this. Abarim zimejon zonchi. Yeah. Missouri Lion Man Rakesh. It is good to see you. It is good to see you, Mjoji. I have here a friend and brave warrior from afar to see the wonders of your village. Habari Bawana. Greet. Say hello to the elder. Missouri Bawana. It's about the village. This be the place where our tribe makes a home during the dry season. Behold the village of the Simbani, from the pen where the injured cattle stay, the huts where we sleep, and the places where we work and play. Enter and be welcome. We are most honored, Mzi Manjuri, Mojoji, to enter your village. Kwahiri. Kwahiri Simba Rakesh. Kwahiri Bwana. Alright. let this part end, and then we're gonna call it an episode. Ah. Ujumbo Mabwana. Tujumbo Uhura. Ujumbo Simba. You both look healthy and happy to be home again. It is very good to be home. I'd be happy to show you both the ways of the Simbani. We are honored. Come then, we will meet with the leader of the Simbani, the Laban. Habari Laban Mukwamba. I, Uhura, warrior of the Simbani, be standing before you with 2 warriors from far lands. Habari warriors. Missouri-san Laban Mukwaba. It is good to see you again, great leader of the Simbani people. It is good to see you, warrior Rakish. Laban, I have come here to bring peace to your people and the leopard men. I have sworn this by my honor. Mzuri, warrior Rakish, bring the leopard man chief to his knees before me, and you shall have this peace you pledge. What has caused this great anger for the leopard men, Laban Kumba? The leopard men have always been our enemies. They be sneaky and not to be trusted, for they only travel at night. The worst of all be that they use magic. The leopard man is the enemy. If the Simbani be seeking a lost calf in the jungle at night, then the leopard man uses magic against him. The Simbani cannot fight magic, so he must retreat. The leopard man will not meet the Simbani in a fair fight. The leopard men will always be our enemies, and now they have made us call for war. They stole from us the spear of death, and for that they shall die. Then they will no longer be our enemy. There are ways to resolve the conflicts between the Simbani and the leopard men, other than through waging war. I would like to see you, Laban of the Simbani, and the chief of the leopard men speak your grievances before the Hall of Judgment in Tarna. Perhaps there can yet be a peaceful resolution of conflict. No, Rakish, the spear of death is stolen, and we will fight to regain our pride. The worth of the spear will be paid in blood, not words. I have spoken, Kwaharini. Kwahiri Laban. Farewell, Laban of the Simbani. May we yet meet again in peace. You all walk back to Uhura's hut to rest and discuss things before the evening. It is good to be back in your own hut again, is it not, Uhura? Good, very good, but Simba well worth leaving my home for. The Laban was most gracious to see us, yet I feel as though we were not welcome. I do not understand, for I have always respected him. How did we offend him, Uhura? I be not knowing, Rakish. The Simbani have lost much honor with the stealing of the spear of death. Still, for Laban not to listen to your words for peace be not right. Perhaps he will listen another time. It be time we be sitting too much. Maybe we go out to the village. The villagers be waiting to see you again, Rakish. They be killing a young bullock in your honor, and the blood be very fresh. The Simbani celebrate your arrival with meat, milk, and dancing. It is late when you finally make it back to your hut. We were treated royally by the Simbani. That was meat from the Laban's own herd. I will head back to Tarna at first light. Find out what you can about what is going on. I do not think the Laban told us everything he knows. If you can find the Spear of Death, we may be able to convince the Laban that war is unnecessary. Good luck. I suggest that first you seek some magic wood. Krisha wishes to teach you the magic staff spell, but you must have the magic wood to do so. I think you will need all the magic you can get in order to restore peace to in this land. Okay. So what we're going to do, we're going to call it an episode here. So if you made it this far in the playthrough, please put in the comments, the spear was stolen. And next time, we're going to figure out how to regain that spear, and amongst other things. Maybe we'll also find a way to get that fruit that we tried to get before. Well, try to find what I was looking for before. But until then, this is Rich Kale here on YouTube, RichGenX elsewhere. I invite you to subscribe to the channel and check out all the videos that premiere on the channel. They premiere every day at 3 p.m. in a 2-week cycle. Besides this, I'm working my way through other game series and franchises like The Sinking City, working my way through Kathy Rain 2, Soothsayer, working my way through the Tomb Raider Survivor timeline, but now it's all going to be one timeline. But of that, I'm working on Rise of the Tomb Raider, working my way through Stray, working my way through Shantae, Risky Revolution, working my way through the Siberia series, currently on the last game of that, The World Before. Also working my way through the Callista Protocol and a bunch of others. I also have videos that premiere weekly at 10 a.m. At the time of this recording, Sundays and Mondays are both open. Tuesdays are reserved for fic readings. Wednesday, one of the first 7 Final Fantasies, first 3 Final Fantasy Legends, or Chrono Cross, Chrono Trigger. Thursday is usually for Dead by Daylight. Friday usually for a fighting game, ladder or story mode. And Saturday usually for a retrospective, for a game or series I've beaten the story mode on. So, until next time, take care all, and have fun. Bye!